how he puts together, when he puts it together, and how he chooses to attack each fight, including this fight, because he's got a lot to deal with Alex Yanos tonight. This one is going to be entertaining. It's a tale of two potential storylines. The X Factor, the It Factor, Daylon Loonsfoot.
Absolutely. Two of the most highly skilled welterweights on the amateur circuit, definitely here in Missouri.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our first fight on the main card. Your fighter, fighting out of blue corner, comes in with 4 wins and no defeats, representing Ignite Academy, all the way from Bayshore, Kansas, Alex Yanos! And his opponent comes in with 2 wins and only 1 loss, representing Springfield Fight Club out of Springfield, Missouri, Daylon Loonsfoot! Round 1 coming up!
And you hear that loud pop for Daylon Loonsfoot.
Yeah, hometown kid. They even did a story on him this week on the local news.
There's just a lot to like about both of these guys tonight.
Speaking of things to like, look at Yanos wearing the Bryce Mitchell Thug Nasty shorts.
And there's not a lot that's going to phase Yanos in there. You kind of got to surprise him with something, or else he's able to get to his game plan.
Big flurry over the top for Alexander Yanos into the double leg attempt.
And a good job by Loonsfoot. Using that length and strength.
Yeah, double unders here for Alexander Yanos, but Daylon Loonsfoot doing a great job with that leg whizzer there at first initially. Gives up the outside position, though. Possible leg outside reap there into the trip, but great hips for Daylon Loonsfoot.
But you know Yanos, he's relentless with these attacks, and he's almost got him.
Absolutely relentless. I mean, he's got double underhooks here right now. Just lost that far side underhook, but
Daylon able to post his arm and regain his balance and get back to his feet.
He's pummeled inside. Good break and the big hook over the top. Nice little push kick there as well. Oh, big combination lands for Daylon. He might be finding his range now.
Yeah, Daylon's got to stay on the outside and pick his shots, but Yanos gets it to the ground, and he's so good here. He's so good.
Yeah, this is the one downfall of Daylon's game, if anything, is his defensive grappling. Not to say that it's bad, it just might be the worst, the weakest part of what he has to offer at the moment, especially being so young into his training career.
Yeah, and he's faced some really tough grapplers already. And Yanos is one of those guys. Look at him wrapping the legs.
Yeah, doing a good job doing the leg wrap here. Heavy on the guillotine still, but has to do something here to free his bottom knee. In this situation, it's his left knee. He's got to start to free that bottom knee so he can start to build back up to his feet.
He got his head out, is Yanos right there.
Yeah, Yanos now with the leg wrap, still in the top position. But Loonsfoot got an underhook on this bottom side, which is good, keeping him safe. And he's got that overhook on the top side to stop him from being able to take punches.
And yeah, Yanos still has the leg wrap, still, with the top game pressure. And Loonsfoot staying safe, has taken no damage so far after that takedown by Yanos.
Yeah, Daylon Loonsfoot looking to bring that right knee to his chest to get to at least one butterfly hook so he can start to extend and elevate Alexander Yanos.
And there's a full mount by Yanos late in the first round, and that's where the mistake was. But a guillotine attempt by Yanos.
Elbow still really high. I don't know if there's much danger there.
Yanos has always got something, man. He might have got reversed and sweeped, but right when that happened, he had the guillotine to show the judges a little something, But Daylon Loonsfoot is just very athletic. If you get the full mount in your Yanos, you might want to stay in half guard with a guy like Daylon Loonsfoot, because
absolutely.
He's very explosive, and he might be able to reverse that mount easier.
great round from both gentlemen, action-packed on both ends. You know, I think Alexander Yanos did enough to seal it there with the top position for the last minute and 20 seconds or so of the round. Seems to be taking smaller and smaller breaths as well compared to Daylon Loonsfoot. Let's see how the cardio situation holds up. Devin Shields in the corner.
Yeah, and you know Daylon Loonsfoot had some success on the feet in that first round, and he forced the grappling from Alex Yanos. It was due to the striking of Loonsfoot, so if he keeps it on the feet, we'll see if he can find that success again, and if he can find that shot.
Great push kick there from Loonsfoot to start the round. He's got to keep circling off the cage to stay away from these grappling exchanges.
There's Yanos, man. He's relentless.
And he's
what he does.
And he's one of those guys that could grapple rolling down a hill. You know, like, no matter what, he could just grab you, and he finds a position that he's going to make work for himself. It doesn't matter where you're at in the cage, in the center, with your back to it, up on the top, doesn't matter.
It's just, yeah, and it's not just Loonsfoot. He does this to everyone and anyone. He can always find his success in a fight, and have the opponent fight his fight. And he's doing it here in round 2 again. Just making Loonsfoot think about, you know, the submission. He's got the body triangle, putting pressure on the body, putting pressure on the stomach of Daylon Loonsfoot. He's tenacious. He's ferocious on the ground. He'll throw some strikes at you. Just a little bit of everything. I think Yanos is a coach's dream, you know, can do anything. But there it is.
Good ability to get back on top. Daylon Loonsfoot scrambling so hard, the letters on his trunks are falling off.
Yeah, shout out Zykin Nutrition.
Grant Zykin Nutrition.
You didn't have a sticker on the cage before the fight, you will. Courtesy of Daylon Loonsfoot.
A big left hand right combination.
Another one. And that was a big factor in this fight when Loonsfoot was able to.
Oh, good lateral drop from Daylon Loonsfoot. Takes the forward pressure of Alexander Yanos and uses it against him.
Wow.
Needs to pummel the left hand over the face so he can start to land the bombs.
And that was the game changer right there in the second round when Loonsfoot reversed Yanos.
Oh, big right hand. Another one to follow
taken
up.
Over. He's taken over, it looks like. You know Yanos is never out of a fight, but Daylon Loonsfoot is looking really, really good at the second round.
Oh, wow. Big spinning head kick.
He's nice. And that's the X factor. That's the it factor we've seen from Daylon Loonsfoot. He's putting it on display again.
Yeah, as I said, both these guys dangerous from everywhere. But, you know, we keep going back to it. Daylon has that X factor.
And there's Yanos. Just slow it down a little bit. Get the fight to where you want it. And this is kind of the fight I think we expected, Justin. It's success on both sides, but a lot closer than you think we'd expect. You'd think it would be domination from one or the other, but both of these guys are having success against each other, and that's making for a really close and competitive fight right now. I think Loonsfoot had that one.
Yeah, Loonsfoot having, you know, definitely more success on the feet, but both guys having success in both areas.
In their own areas, yeah.
But struggling to keep it where they each want.
Yep.
You know, it's just so back and forth. Man, I don't know how you score that round.
No, it's Loonsfoot was showing out a little bit in front of the hometown crowd, having a lot of success on the feet, and Yanos eventually got the takedown. We'll see who's the fresher fighter in the third round. That might be the difference. But Yanos is an animal, man. And it can't be understated. If Daylon Loonsfoot is able to pull this off, who he beat tonight in the type of fighter Yanos is. Because Yanos is one of the best right now.
Big knees to the body from Daylon Loonsfoot as Yanos digs in for the shot, looking to secure the single leg. Watch him look for this far outside ankle pick here.
And yet, good job so far by Loonsfoot, keeping his feet. If he can break off and get back to his striking, that would be huge for Loonsfoot in the third round.
Corner yelling for Daylon to get the underhook on his right side. Yanos looking for the outside trip, but Daylon doing a good job just being athletic and staying on his feet.
He's got to get to back to the striking.
A little bit of an awkward exchange there off the outside reap attempt.
Wow.
But Daylon just staying on his feet. That was really all that was just keeping his hips square and staying on his feet, and now he cuts and breaks.
And here it is. Here's the 2-minute mark of the fight. Yanos has potentially never been in trouble like this. The length of Loonsfoot in the striking.
Feint's starting to open up the strikes as the blood leaks from Alexander Yanos' nose. Good underhook and shots off the clinch.
We wondered who the fresher fighter would be. It's Loonsfoot.
Yeah, if you would have asked me after the first round by watching the body language, I would not be expecting this flurry from Daylon right now. Absolute X factor coming into play and taking over right now here late in round number 3.
That's the thing. This guy's ceiling is high, very high in this sport.
At this point, the ceiling is non-existent for both gentlemen, but man, for Daylon to kick it into second gear right now, this is not where I expected this fight to go later in the round.
No, but if Yanos is able to get this and hold it.
Good hips by Daylon.
Got him down.
Daylon's got to start to bring his knees to the chest here
to
keep Yanos from climbing up into that high mount.
Yanos is going to wrap the legs. You got to know it. And it's just been a tough, grueling fight, but he got him out with the guillotine threat.
Using that guillotine in that high elbow to build back up to his feet. And nice little outside trip of himself. If he turns his hips down to the mat, he can stay on top.
Wow.
That butterfly hook, though, from Alexander Yanos, preventing Daylon Loonsfoot from coming up on top and securing the mount of his own.
You see Cummings giving the final instruction, telling his fighter to go, 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 go. 10 seconds left in the fight. But they gave it all. Both guys, nothing left. Fantastic, probably the most competitive fight of the night. And that's matchmaking right there. This was an incredible fight. Not a lot of people wanted to fight Alex Yanos, and Daylon Loonsfoot answered the call and fought spectacularly. Win, lose, or draw, man, that was
incredible performance from both guys. Absolutely, undoubtedly a heart-filled effort from both gentlemen.
And you can see the improvement fight by fight from Loonsfoot. This is his 4th fight in quick succession, and each fight he does something better and better.
Wait our official decision.
Still awaiting the official scorecards from our judges here.
Yeah, these guys talking to each other. You know, I wonder what they're saying after a fight like that.
I want to give a shout out to Dakota for cleaning all the blood up all night with no hesitation. My man is working hard. As soon as it dripped, he's just gonna drip all in the middle of the cage.
Man,
all right.
this decision goes Loonsfoot's way, this crowd's going to go crazy.
We have our official decision, and it is a split decision.
That's kind of what
Judge number
I
one
expected.
scores about 29-28 for Loonsfoot. Judge number two scores about 29-28 for Yanos. Judge number three scores about 30-27 for your winner, fighting out of the red corner, Daylon Loonsfoot.
Daylon Loonsfoot, 2 spectacular victories back to back, but both in drastically different fashions. The last one, a highlight KO for any level of martial arts, to this one being an absolute dog fight, drag out, burn down war, and the ace comes out on top.
He earned it.
You know, we said it over and over. This kid has the X factor, and tonight, that X factor was the heart to come through at the end of this fight and come out on top.
Yeah, he shows us something different every single fight, and he took the O from Alex Yanos, who I'm very high on and still very high on, but Daylon Loonsfoot came in here tonight. I don't know if a lot of people expected him to win against a guy like Yanos, but he did it, and it can't be understated how impressive that victory was from Daylon Loonsfoot tonight.